Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. A penalty is a cowardly way to score. Everything is practice. I don't believe there is such a thing as a born soccer player. Perhaps you are born with certain skills and talents, but quite frankly it seems impossible to me that one is actually born to be an ace soccer player. If you are first, you are first. If you are second, you are nothing. People argue between Pele or Maradona. Di Stefano is the best, much more complete. The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in whining. The ambition should always be to play an elegant game. Brazil eats, sleeps and drinks football. It lives football. The World Cup is a very important way to measure the good players and the great ones. It is a test of a great player. I am constantly being asked about individuals. The only way to win is as a team. Football is not about 1 or 2 or 3 star players. Enthusiasm is everything. It must be taught and vibrating like a guitar string. Wherever you go, there are 3 icons that everyone knows: Jesus Christ, Pele and Coca-Cola. Pele doesn't die. Pele will never die. Pele is going to go on forever. Everything on earth is a game. A passing thing. We all end up dead. We all end up the same, don't we? I represent Brazil all over the world. Wherever I go, I have to do my best to not disappoint the Brazilian people. And that I've done. I played for Santos at 16, and we had an excellent team, so it helped a lot. And then I played for Brazil at the Maracanã against Argentina, so I get more experience. This was 1 year before the World Cup, and it made a lot of difference. If you don't give education to people, it is easy to manipulate them. The level of football in England is the top. English football is the leader in the world. Sport is something that is very inspirational for young people. When I was Minister of Sport in Brazil, I tried to bring in a law that would make the chairman of clubs reveal their accounts, like other businesses. It was turned down, but I think it is an important story that will make a good film. In 1962, my injury wasn't because of violence. I just kicked the ball and it happened. And that was okay because Brazil won. I didn't have any difficulty in accepting that. I still got a medal because I'd played 2 games. Lionel Messi is a wonderful player. Very skillful. Highly intelligent. He is not good in the air. The World Cup is a very complicated tournament. 6 games, 7 if you make it to the final. And maybe if you lose 1 game you're out, even if you're the best. I've come to accept that the life of a frontrunner is a hard one, that he will suffer more injuries than most men and that many of these injuries will not be accidental. If I pass away one day, I am happy because I tried to do my best. My sport allowed me to do so much, because it's the biggest sport in the world. When you play against dirty players or very tough players, it's easy to escape because you know what they're going to do. But when the player is tough but intelligent, it's much more difficult. When you are young, you do a lot of stupid things. You must respect people and work hard to be in shape. And I used to train very hard. When the others players went to the beach after training, I was there kicking the ball. I always think that I would have become an actor if I hadn't been a soccer player. I don't think I'm a very good businessman. I act too much with my heart. The first World Cup I remember was in the 1950, when I was 9 or 10 years old. My father was a soccer player, and there was a big party, and when Brazil lost to Uruguay, I saw my father crying. The bicycle kick is not easy to do. I scored 1,283 goals, and only 2 or 3 were bicycle kicks. I sometimes lie awake at night and wonder, why I am still so popular, and, to be honest, I don't know. The bicycle kick is not easy to do. When I was a footballer, I surrounded myself with footballers. We were all friends. But in Brasilia you don't know who your friends are. It can be a dangerous place. I was really proud that I was named after Thomas Edison and wanted to be called Edson. I thought Pele sounded horrible. It was a rubbish name. Edson sounded so much more serious and important. All my life I thank God. My family was very religious. At 17, I already had responsibility because I took care of my family, but in the football I was young. I wasn't experienced or the captain, I was just in the team. Over the years I've learned to live with two persons in my heart. One is Edson, who has fun with his friends and family. The other is the football player Pele. I didn't want the name. Pele sounds like baby talk in Portuguese. No doubt, I am earning more money with my endorsements than I ever earned playing soccer. Of course, my father was a soccer player. He used to play very good. Then, when I was young, 8 or 9 years old, 10 years old, I just want to be like my father. Everybody knows my life. I won a lot of tournaments and scored more than 1,000 goals. Won 3 World Cups, but I could not play in Olympic Games. I have to trust something that gives me power. I have to believe in something. But in my career, I have a lot of moments I cannot explain with God. To be a striker, you need to be in good shape. Edson is the person that supports Pele. Edson is the base. Pele just comes and adds the face. Yes, I have a lot of business interests. But I don't work for just anyone, and I choose the companies very carefully. When I retired, at that time I had a lot of proposals to play in Europe, England, Italy, Spain, Mexico. But I said no. After 18 years I want to rest, because I want to retire.